One of the biggest reasons why students of the Greek language are struggling with live conversations is because they're translating in their head. So in this video, we're going to be discussing how to progressively and effectively build up to having conversations in Greek with people without translating in your head. My name is Yorgos, I'm a Greek teacher and a Greek native speaker, and I'm also the founder of a Greek learning community with over 2,000 Greek students. So I've seen time and time again people relying and lingering too much in translating from English to Greek. So now I'm going to walk you through my 3-step process to eventually be having conversations in Greek without translating from English. And this is something I've tested again and again, and I've been seeing consistently really good results with my students. So the first step would be to pick some grammar and pick some vocabulary to go with it and use English to introduce it. That would be to pick some simple everyday verbs combined with different endings to speak about different people. For example, the first, the second, and the third person of 10 different verbs, combined with some more vocabulary like different nouns and a few adjectives in there. So that is the first step. The second step of the process is for you to engage in a speaking practice session by using the things that you learned. That could be in the form of your teacher asking you a question based on the material that you learned in Greek and you trying your best to give a fitting response to that question. So at that point, which is the part 2, you want to take your time to translate from English to Greek until you better understand how to use the material in a speaking practice. The more you engage in that speaking practice using English to formulate your response and make it into Greek, the more eventually you become more comfortable doing that. Then slowly but surely start relying less and less in English and start speaking your mind and speaking your responses in Greek with less and less preparation. And that's the way that we eventually build up to conversation. So this 3-step method is the precursor to eventually having conversations in Greek. Something that's important to know is that you don't want to cover a lot of material in Greek, a lot of months of material to start engaging in speaking practice. You want around a month to maybe 6 weeks of material that you will cover, maybe even faster as well, to start engaging into speaking practice. And when you become comfortable using that material, which is basically your step 3, without relying on English, then move on to something completely new and repeat the process again. This is exactly the 3-step process that I use with my students, and this is exactly the process that brings people to a conversational level in Greek fast. If you want to learn how to speak Greek, I'd be more than happy to have you in my free community where we do a lot of speaking practice using this method, and also we do proper conversational classes as well. Thank you for watching. I hope this was valuable and helpful for you. Keep up the effort, keep up the grind. Eventually you will reach that conversational level, and I promise you the number one thing that you can do to get there is not quit. Ευχαριστώ και τα λέμε σύντομα.